Republic of the Philippines, and Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia. Please be seated. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we warmly welcome His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, to Malaysia. We are indeed very honored by your presence here today, Your Excellency. We will begin the joint press conference today with a statement by the Prime Minister of Malaysia, followed by a statement by the President of the Republic of the Philippines. The Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera. Saya ambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan setinggi penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada tamu utama kita, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Presiden Republik Filipina, yang datang berulang kali dalam lawatan yang penting ke negara kita. My dear President Marcos Jr., who I refer to as Bombong, more as a personal friend, it is of course a rare privilege and honor to host you, welcome you to Malaysia, and it has been a long journey of good bilateral relations between Malaysia and the Philippines. But with your presence here today, which is quite unique in the sense that we have not had too many presidents visiting Malaysia on a bilateral basis, so it is something really meaningful and pertinent to Malaysia and all Malaysians to see our great neighbor, the land which has great historical bonds, culturally, historically, and the land of our great precursor of the Asian Renaissance, Jose Rizal. So I must first, of course, take this opportunity to thank you and your delegation for this visit. It's always also to strengthen this bond. We have discussed issues relating to bilateral issues of trade, investments. There has been slight increase in investments and trade, but there is certainly huge potential which you must explore. The strength in the Filipino economy, in your capacity in the business sector, and also here, and both business community should interact more and jointly take measures to enhance bilateral relations and economic and trade, at the same time help resuscitate our economy during post-COVID era. We also take note of the fact that there has been phenomenal progress in the Philippines post-COVID under your leadership, and we would certainly utilize this experience in trying to enhance their collaboration. We mentioned also the potential for halal industry in both countries. We will certainly do our utmost in terms of the issue of certification, but I think jointly we should undertake some effective measures to ensure that the halal industry can penetrate more effectively into the Middle Eastern market in particular. On the regional international cooperation, of course, our basis here is of course bilateral, which I think is very, very important. Although President Marcos is slightly senior than me in terms of his holding office, he has been senior because he had an enormous experience. And amazingly, as the Tuan Agong, the king, said today to me, that we share other personal experiences, ups and downs, and I used to joke here, more downs than up. And now we are here together And with this experience, we'll certainly enhance the understanding and collaboration. We did touch upon Myanmar to strengthen the 5-point consensus of ASEAN, but also give some flexibility, room and space for neighboring countries to engage on an informal basis without sacrificing the issues of human rights and the treatment of minorities, and particularly Rohingyas and other Burmese minorities in Myanmar. Finally, I think the issues that we relate upon is the issue of the joint commission that's going to meet towards the end of the year, and we have an outstanding MOUs which both of us have agreed to accelerate the process, and where we should find ways to resolve and then hopefully sign prior to the or during the commission meeting. So thank you, and can I just invite my colleague, the Honorable respected President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to say a few words.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The honored members of the Philippine delegation and the members here representing the Malaysian government, the members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First and foremost, I would like to express my appreciation for Their Majesties and the King and Queen of Malaysia for their very gracious invitation for me to undertake this state visit to Malaysia. During our audience with Their Majesties this morning, we spoke of long-standing relations and strong economic linkages between the Philippines and Malaysia, as well as the commonalities between our peoples which make our friendship easy. This afternoon, the Prime Minister and I recalled his successful official visit to Manila last March. In the spirit of exploring synergies for future partnerships, we agreed to convene the next Philippine-Malaysia Joint Commission meeting in the near future. I believe the date that we decided upon was around sometime in October. We do this so that our government agencies will have an avenue to discuss priority cooperation in detail, most especially in the areas of transnational crimes, agriculture, halal industry, Islamic banking, education, tourism, and culture, sports, and the digital economy. We continue to work on the corresponding MOUs in these fields and will have them signed in the near future. Building on our bilateral relations, our governments commit to closely coordinate efforts to build capacity in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in southern Philippines in Muslim Mindanao, especially on sectors such as the halal industry, Islamic banking, and food security. Malaysia has warmly offered their expertise to train Philippine personnel and officials to strengthen our capabilities in these increasingly important sectors. And once again, I made an expression of gratitude to the Prime Minister and as well to the King earlier today, expression of gratitude for all the help that we have received from Malaysia in southern Philippines. It has been an important part of whatever success that we might enjoy today. And that has been a foothold, a further foothold for us to use to continue to develop and promote our relations between our two countries. We also agreed to enhance our trade and investment ties with each other. With Malaysia being one of the leading halal economies in the world, cooperation in this sector would mutually benefit the growth of our respective halal ecosystems. Recognizing the importance of ASEAN centrality, we reaffirm our commitment to support our activities within the context of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations and the BIMP-IAGA, or the Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, East Asian Growth Area. However, having said that, we also agreed that we can explore not only along multilateral lines, all of the issues that are facing us in the region, but also that there is use as well, there is utility as well in us promoting a bilateral relationship, especially between Malaysia and the Philippines and our other partners in ASEAN. And I think that this is an important aspect, this will be an important aspect to all the issues that ASEAN is presently facing and to all the issues that the member states are presently worrying about. So I am quite pleased to reiterate my deepest gratitude to the government of Malaysia and the people of Malaysia for this very warm welcome that you have given us, our delegation, the First Lady. And as I mark my second year as President of the Philippines, this state visit not only attests to the importance we place on Malaysia as a neighbor and as a partner in ASEAN, but also reaffirms the Philippines' commitment to further cultivating our bonds and friendship, especially as we look forward to celebrating our 60th anniversary of formal diplomatic relations with Malaysia next year. Thank you.
Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, we have come to the end of the joint press conference. Once again, I wish to thank His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, and Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We wish His Excellency a pleasant stay in Malaysia. Thank you. Announcing the